HighLevel just released a massive update to their dashboard, which makes it significantly easier for you to keep track of the data that you care about in your business. So let's go ahead and hop on over into HighLevel and take a look at everything that's new. So now that we're in my demo account, you can see that we're in the dashboard section, and I don't really have a ton of data on here just because this is my demo account. So it's not really important what the data is here. It's more so what you can now do with your dashboard. And this is one of the features that I always thought was a little bit lacking in HighLevel. Is they've always had a dashboard, but there wasn't ever really a whole lot of customization that you could do to it. So all the opportunity status, opportunity value, conversion rates, everything was the data that you needed, but there was no way to move it around or add more of these widgets to see what data really matters to your business. So the dashboard has changed in its look recently, but with this new update, you can actually add widgets, create your own widgets, and see all of the data that matters to your business. So in this video, we're gonna go through exactly how to create widgets and customize your dashboard so that you're only seeing the data that matters to you. So with that, let's look at how you actually customize your new dashboard. The first thing you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to get into your dashboard tab, and then up here in the top right, you'll see that there's this new edit dashboard pencil. So if we click on that, then we can add widgets by clicking this blue add widget button, and then we have all of these different options for widgets that we can add. So there's 7 contact widgets, 11 appointment widgets, 16 opportunity widgets, and then 13 additional general widgets. And then you can choose by the chart type that you want to see. And this is really just giving you full customization to see all of the data inside of your business exactly how you want to see it. So we're going to go through all of these, and we're going to start with contacts. So if you click on contacts, then they've got all this data that you can see about your contacts. And so you can do contacts count by tags. And this is really just sorting your contacts and seeing how many contacts have been created in your business, or how many contacts that have been created that you've given a specific tag to. And there's so many of these different types of specific data that we can look at: contacts by activity, by type, assigned to certain users. So you can actually create data for specific users inside of here, so that if you have an entire team built around you, then everyone can see how many contacts that they've brought in, or how many contacts are assigned to them. And this is just the contacts portion. So if we go down, then we can also look at appointments. This is how many appointments have been scheduled, and you can look at it over a specific date range. And then you can also look at how many appointments have been confirmed, how many appointments people have showed up to, no-shows, cancels, and then you can look at appointments over a certain amount of time that have no-showed or canceled appointments over a certain amount of time. So if appointments were especially important to us and we wanted to keep track of how many appointments that we had and how many appointments were no-shows and cancellations, and we wanted all of that at a glance right when we logged into our account and looked at it in our dashboard, then we would just come up here and click appointment count. And then you can configure these however you want. So you can change the title if you wanted, but I'm just gonna leave it as appointment count. And then the metrics for this are just gonna be a number that pops up, and it's gonna be the number of appointments. So those are locked here. But if we switch this to a line graph, then this view by and breakdown would show up. So it'd be either created on, booked for, status, user. So we can customize this completely to the data that we want to track. So I'm going to go back to just looking at the numbers, and I'll break down each of these and show you a bunch of different ways to use this. But right now I'm just going to show you one way if we want to look at the exact numbers. And if we go into advanced settings, then we could again select created on or booked for. So this would be when the appointment was created, and it would show that date in here, or it would be booked for, and that would be when the appointment is actually happening. So I'm just going to leave it as created on, and then we can choose the date range that we want to look at, and it automatically has this date range of the previous year. But if we wanted to change that, then we would just look at either yesterday, today, tomorrow, So you really have unlimited customization available to you, and you can create as many widgets as you want here on this dashboard. I'll show you how to organize them and everything, but you can look at all the very specific data that you need to look at for your business to find out where the constraints are and how you're going to overcome those constraints to grow. So for this, I'm just going to leave the date range as it is. This is looking at the previous year, and I'm going to save this. And as soon as I do that, it's going to bring me to the bottom here. And then we now have this new widget created that says appointment count. And again, this is my demo account, so I don't have any appointments created, but I will create one just to show you how this works. But this appointment count is now created right here, and I can change the size of it. So I can edit this widget, I can make it bigger, I can really do anything that I want here, but I'm just gonna show you a quick dashboard that I would lay out if I really wanted to keep track of the number of appointments that were created inside of my business and no-shows and cancellations and all that data. So if I just did it through count, then I could create this widget, and then I could add another widget and go back into my appointments and then do appointment confirmed count. So I'd click appointment confirmed count, and all the settings I'm going to leave how they are, and I'm going to save that. It's going to create a new widget here. I'm going to do the same thing for more appointments, showed appointments count, no show appointment count, canceled appointments. And so now I'm keeping track of all the appointments that have been created, the appointments that have been confirmed, that people have showed up to, that people have not showed up to, and appointments that have been canceled. And all of that is visible right here. And this is currently at the bottom of my dashboard, but if I wanted this to be one of the first things that I saw when I logged into my dashboard, then I can take each of these and I can just click and drag up here in the left-hand corner, and I can drag these to the very top, and it may take a little finessing, but you just drag them to exactly where you want on your dashboard, and you can do that for each one of these. So now I've moved all of these appointment count widgets up to the top of my dashboard so that they're the very first thing that I see as soon as I log into my dashboard. And if I like the layout of this, then I could just save these changes. And now this is going to be the layout of my dashboard. And if later I wanted to add more widgets or come back and change some of these, then I would just come up here, click the edit dashboard again, and now I can change all of this. I could change the sizing of these. I can do whatever I want. I have full customization over the data that I see and over how big these widgets are, where they're placed. Everything that I need for my business is now available with this new update for the dashboard. This is a huge update for HighLevel because in the past you had no customization over any of this, and it was just kind of the data that you get is the data that you see. And now you can make this entirely what you want for your business so that you're keeping track of everything, and it's super simple to use, and all of the data for contacts, appointments, opportunities. So if we want to look at opportunities, then you can look at open opportunities, won opportunities, lost opportunities. So much customization inside of here, the value of these opportunities, everything that you need. And let's say we wanted to look at one opportunity values and we wanted to see it in a line chart to see how we're actually progressing over time, to see if the value of our opportunities is increasing or if we need to put more focus on this area because it's starting to decrease. Then we can just click on this line chart and title, one opportunity value. It's going to be the sum of the revenue that we have attributed to the value that we've placed on our opportunities. And then you can change up all these settings, create it on. Breakdown is going to be daily. We could change that to weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, if you want to look at how you're doing on a day-to-day basis or over an extended period of time. So I'm going to do weekly, and then advanced settings. Again, all this is just going to show the date range. We could change that for just this year if we want to look at this year, and save. And now we can see how our one opportunity value has shifted over time, and this is just this year. And in October here, I started to add things into this demo account. So we won $3,000 worth of opportunities in October, and then I can shift this around, put it wherever I want. But you can see how this is really beneficial and you can now see all the data that you want to see for your specific business. So what I would recommend doing is coming in here, clicking on Add Widget, and just going through each of these different widgets and figuring out all of the different data that you can see. So you can look at opportunity value, conversion rates, funnel distribution, stage distribution, tasks that need to be completed, manual actions that need to be completed, all of the data from Google Analytics to Facebook ad reporting to Google ad reporting. Everything is available to you with this new dashboard, and you have full customization over where it is, how much data you see, how little data you see. So even some of these Google Analytics reports that used to be default and you couldn't get rid of it, if we wanted to, we could click in this top right and click delete, and that would get rid of this widget so that we don't have all this extra data that we don't necessarily care about for our business. We have full customization over only seeing the data that we want to see, seeing as much data as we want to see, or seeing as little data as we want to see. So I'm a huge fan of this new dashboard update that HighLevel just pushed out, because this is such a common thing for most CRM systems to have. Many other CRM platforms give you this customization, allow you to change up the dashboard, see the data that you want to see, and make it your own. And it gives it your own feel and allows you to just focus on what you need to focus on. But HighLevel never had this as an option until now. So come in here and play around with this for yourself. Add widgets. You cannot break this. You can save the changes, or if you decided you didn't like it, then you can just click cancel up here, and now it's going to revert the dashboard back to where you had it as soon as you started the last change that you made. So as soon as I click this edit button, I can make as many changes as I want, lay it out, and until I save those changes, nothing's going to change. So if I click cancel, then it goes back to how it was. But if I click save, then it goes to exactly how I just laid it out, and I can continue to add widgets, I can delete everything. And so I want to show you really quickly just how these appointment counters work if I were to get an appointment booked, and how it would display on here. So I'm going to save these changes and then go into my calendars and go into calendar settings and demo calendar. I'm going to share, copy, and then paste, and it's going to bring me to this scheduling on my demo calendar. And I'm just going to select this date and schedule an appointment. I'm going to click continue and fill out all the information. And so once I filled out this information, I'm going to schedule this meeting, and it gives me this, your meeting has been scheduled. So I'm going to pop back into HighLevel and go look at my dashboard. And inside of my dashboard, it should show that one meeting has been scheduled and one meeting has been confirmed. And then as soon as I either show up to that appointment or don't show up or cancel, then that data is going to auto-populate into here. So this just gives you a quick look as soon as you log into your account at the data that you care about for your account. You can come up here, edit it, add as many or as few widgets as you want, and really just hyper focus on that data that matters to you and your business. HighLevel did a phenomenal job with this update to the dashboard, and they just keep getting better and better with every single update that they release. They make it more user-friendly. They continue to add more customization to every aspect of this software. And there's so many new features coming out on a weekly basis that this software just continues to get easier and easier to use. But having said all of that, I do know that as you get going with HighLevel, there's a bunch to learn with this software. And I remember that feeling of getting going with the software and thinking that this is an insane amount to learn. It's a little bit overwhelming. And if you're just getting going with it, it can absolutely seem like an enormous mountain to climb. So if you want the fastest way to learn HighLevel and start your own SaaS agency as quickly as possible and start landing clients and bringing in monthly recurring revenue, then I do teach everything you need to know about this software and all the updates that are constantly being released, all the features, the benefits to customers, how to go about selling it, everything I've got on this YouTube channel that I give away for free. So make sure to hit subscribe and get all this free content that I release on a weekly basis that teaches you everything you need to know about this software and stay up to date with how to use it to start generating that monthly recurring revenue in your business, as well as to start landing clients. And if you want to take it a step further and learn as fast as possible everything you need to know, I offer 3 free courses that I give away to all of my affiliates, absolutely free, just for signing up with highlevel using my affiliate link. It's no extra cost to you, and you get these 3 courses that teach you everything you need to know about how to create your own successful SaaS agency, as well as access to me and my knowledge of this software so that you can avoid all the mistakes that I made in the beginning. I hold weekly calls with all of my affiliates so that any questions that you have or concerns that you have, or if you just want to chat and figure out how to get going and what direction you should be taking in your business, I have weekly calls with all of my affiliates. I really try to make it as easy of a process as possible for my affiliates to get going with the software, because I know what this software can do for you and your business and your life. This software has transformed my life. Teaching this software, using this software, the software has made it significantly easier to do business. I've tried creating businesses without having all the tools at my disposal, and those businesses failed. And it wasn't until I actually started using highlevel and learning it that things started working, but it took a while to learn. And I invested in programs that were crazy expensive that taught me the wrong business model. So I don't want to see you make those mistakes. I want to see you get put on the right path as soon as possible. I don't want you to have to pay an arm and a leg to do it. So I'm giving away those courses for free just for signing up as my affiliate. The first course is called SaaS Agency Secrets. It's going to teach you how to structure your SaaS agency from a high level view, no pun intended, but it really goes through how to structure it in a method that I call the Captain Closer method that teaches you how to get customers, close customers, keep customers, and then get those customers to buy more from you. And then I've also got an onboarding tutorial course that teaches you everything you need to know as you get going with the software. And then I give that course to you so that you can use it as your own course and send it to your clients, and it'll help answer all of the questions that they have as they get going. I've taken my face, my name, my logo, everything that has to do with me and my company are off of that course. So I give that to you. You can customize it and make it your own, or you can send it as is. It's ready to go, and it helps answer all those initial questions that people have as you start to land clients. And then finally, I've got my SaaS from Scratch course, which is a course that I created as I created my second SaaS agency. I documented every single step of the way of me creating the agency that you see today, which is Passgo Systems. Everything from the very beginning of choosing a name, getting a logo, setting up my domain and DNS settings, all the way through to creating funnels and landing pages and websites and automating everything and marketing campaigns and prospecting and creating courses to teach this material. Everything is inside of that course. It took me almost a year to create that entire course and make sure that I didn't miss a single detail. So you get all 3 of those courses for free just for signing up as my affiliate. So if you want all that, go ahead and click the link below, get signed up. Or if you want to, you can hop on a one-on-one Zoom call with me. If you're a little bit on the fence about how highlevel is going to work for your business, or any questions that you have, I'm happy to hop on a call with you and answer those and help you get started. So the link to create a call is also below this video. It's the one-on-one Zoom call. And then make sure you hit subscribe on this channel. The box should be right down here in the corner. Click on that, hit subscribe, and you'll get more free content that I release on a weekly basis that teaches you everything you need to know about creating your own business around this incredible piece of software. So I hope this video helped, and I'll see you in the next video.